This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, Biden's jet lag blunder, analyzing the fallout and future of Democratic unity. President Joe Biden has attributed his underwhelming debate performance to the effects of jet lag and extensive international travel. During a candid moment, Biden confessed that his recent schedule nearly caused him to fall asleep on stage. He cited the rigorous travel as the primary reason for his lackluster show at the debate. This admission has sparked considerable discussion among Democratic lawmakers, who are wrestling with the implications of his performance. There is a growing concern within the Democratic Party about Biden's age and overall fitness for office. This concern has translated into uncertainty among some of the party's top donors, who are re-evaluating their support for his candidacy. The repercussions of Biden's debate performance have reverberated through political circles, leading to heightened scrutiny of his ability to maintain the rigorous demands of the presidency. Despite this, some members of his party continue to stand by him, emphasizing the importance of unity. The ongoing debate within the Democratic Party suggests a tumultuous path ahead as they navigate the complex electoral landscape. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, Hurricane Havoc. Beryl's brutal impact from Jamaica to Texas. Hurricane Beryl, a powerful Category 4 storm, is wreaking havoc in the Caribbean. The storm made landfall on Jamaica's southern coast, bringing strong winds and heavy rainfall that have caused significant damage and loss of life. At least 7 individuals have lost their lives as the storm moves across the Caribbean region. The impact of the hurricane in Jamaica has prompted authorities to issue a hurricane warning, leading to the implementation of a curfew from early morning until evening local time. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has emphasized the seriousness of the situation, urging residents in vulnerable areas to evacuate to shelters or safer locations. The storm has caused significant damage to structures and uprooted trees, leaving many homes destroyed or severely damaged. The destructive path of Hurricane Beryl has extended beyond Jamaica, affecting other countries in the region. Casualties have been reported in Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and northern Venezuela, where the storm has caused fatalities and widespread destruction. The aftermath of the hurricane has left many without proper shelter. In addition to the loss of lives and property damage, the hurricane has disrupted essential services such as power and electricity supplies in Jamaica. Efforts to restore these services have been hindered by safety concerns for workers. The National Hurricane Center has warned of the potential for catastrophic hurricane force winds in Jamaica, along with heavy rainfall that could trigger floods and mudslides. Residents are advised to seek safety and remain vigilant as the storm progresses. Hurricane Beryl's rapid development has caught the attention of meteorologists, who note its unusually early formation in the hurricane season. Observers highlight the swift transformation of the storm from a tropical depression to a major hurricane within a remarkably short period. This accelerated intensification has raised concerns among experts monitoring the hurricane's trajectory. As Hurricane Beryl continues its path, regions like Texas are preparing for potential impact, with officials urging residents to stay informed and ready for emergency situations. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has issued warnings about an active hurricane season in the North Atlantic, forecasting the likelihood of multiple major hurricanes this year, emphasizing the need for proactive readiness and planning to mitigate risks. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Eye risk with diabetes and weight loss drugs. Studying Ozempic and Wegovy's link to vision loss. Ozempic and Wegovy, medications used for diabetes and weight loss, have been linked to a rare but serious eye condition called non-arteritic anterior ischemic optic neuropathy, NAION. NAION occurs when blood flow to the optic nerve is blocked, leading to sudden vision loss. A recent study published in JAMA Ophthalmology analyzed data from over 17,000 patients and found that those prescribed semaglutide, the active ingredient in Ozempic and Wegovy, were more likely to develop NAION compared to those using alternative medications. The study found that among patients with type 2 diabetes, the cumulative rate of NAION over 3 years was 8.9% in those prescribed semaglutide, compared to 1.8% in those using non-GLP-1 diabetes drugs. For patients with obesity, the cumulative rate was 6.7% in those prescribed semaglutide, compared to 0.8% in those using non-GLP-1 obesity drugs. NAION is a rare condition that affects up to 10 out of 100,000 people and is one of the most common causes of sudden blindness. There is currently no known treatment for the condition. Experts stress that more research is needed to confirm a definitive link between semaglutide and NAION, but the findings suggest a potential association. Healthcare providers and patients are advised to be vigilant for symptoms of vision loss and seek immediate medical attention if they experience any changes in eyesight. The American Academy of Ophthalmology has also called for increased awareness and monitoring among users of these medications. Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer of Ozempic and Wegovy, has emphasized its commitment to patient safety and highlighted the need for thorough evaluation before establishing a definitive correlation between semaglutide and NAION. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Dengue alert, battling mosquito-borne illness in Florida Keys. 2 locally acquired cases of dengue fever have been confirmed in the Florida Keys, highlighting the importance of mosquito control efforts to prevent further spread. Dengue fever is spread through the bites of infected Aedes aegypti mosquitoes and can cause severe flu-like symptoms, including high fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, joint and muscle pain, rash and mild bleeding. In some cases it can develop into a more severe form known as dengue hemorrhagic fever, which can be fatal. Public health officials continue to monitor the situation closely and advise the public to take precautions to avoid mosquito bites. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Heatwave Havoc, from West Coast to Florida with deadly consequences and wildfires on the rise. A severe heat wave has set in on the West Coast, with temperatures expected to reach record highs over the next week. Heat alerts have been issued for 21 states from Washington to Florida, affecting more than 90 million people. The heat wave has already claimed the life of a 10-year-old boy who was hiking in Phoenix on Tuesday. In California, the heat is expected to spread from north to south, with interior areas experiencing the worst conditions. Temperatures in Sacramento are projected to soar between 105 and 115 degrees, prompting residents to take precautions to stay cool. The heat wave has also led to the outbreak of several wildfires, including the Thompson Fire in Butte County, which has grown to over 3,500 acres, with 0% containment. The heat wave is not limited to California, with the South and Mississippi River Valley also experiencing extreme temperatures. The combination of heat and humidity could push the heat index over 110 degrees in these regions. Dozens of record highs are expected over the next week, even in cities like Seattle and Portland, Oregon. As the heat wave persists, residents and authorities are urged to take necessary precautions to stay safe and mitigate the risks associated with extreme heat. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Bird flu battle. U.S. invests $176 million in Moderna's mRNA vaccine development. The United States government has taken a proactive step in preparing for a potential bird flu pandemic by finalizing a $176 million deal with Moderna. This substantial investment aims to develop an mRNA vaccine specifically targeting the H5N1 bird flu virus. The Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, a division within the Department of Health and Human Services, is coordinating this effort. Moderna, known for its development of the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, will apply similar technology to address the bird flu virus. Experts believe that developing an effective mRNA vaccine could significantly enhance the nation's preparedness and response capabilities. Amid escalating concerns over avian influenza outbreaks, this initiative represents a strategic endeavor to prevent a potential health crisis. With this deal, the government is not only investing in immediate disease prevention, but is also prioritizing long-term public health security. The collaboration between federal health agencies and biotech firms like Moderna marks a pivotal move in pandemic preparedness. The decision underscores the government's commitment to bolstering public health defenses against the evolving threat of pandemics. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Trump sentencing delayed to September. Supreme Court ruling impacts New York hush money case. Donald Trump's sentencing in his New York hush money case has been delayed until September due to a recent Supreme Court ruling that grants broad immunity to sitting presidents. The judge overseeing Trump's case has rescheduled the sentencing, citing the new legal landscape as a cause for reassessment. The ruling has sparked debate among legal experts, with some arguing it could embolden Trump as he seeks to return to power. Critics of the Supreme Court's decision argue it marks a departure from long-standing legal principles. Trump's defense team argues that the ruling supports their claim of presidential immunity, while prosecutors maintain that no one should be above the law, including former presidents. The delay allows both sides to evaluate the impact of the Supreme Court's opinion on Trump's legal obligations. The hush money case involves payments made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels during the 2016 election campaign. Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, has already served prison time related to this scandal. The upcoming months will be crucial in determining how this landmark ruling affects Trump's legal challenges. The case continues to be closely watched as Trump remains a significant figure in American politics. The next court date is set for September, where further developments are anticipated. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. LeBron James secures $104 million extension with Lakers. A deep dive into the deal and its impact on the Western Conference playoff race. LeBron James has agreed to a 2-year, $104 million contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. This deal includes a no-trade clause and a player option for the second year, ensuring that James will remain with the Lakers for at least another couple of seasons, potentially until he reaches the age of 41. The contract solidifies the Lakers' position as contenders in the Western Conference playoff race and marks a significant moment for both James and the franchise. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Biden campaign memo addresses tight race with Trump. Strategies and polling insights unveiled. The Biden campaign has sent an all-staff memo to address concerns about his candidacy following a tight internal poll and a recent debate performance that raised questions within the campaign's ranks. The memo aims to reassure staff that the president's policies and public engagements continue to resonate strongly among key demographics. It emphasizes the importance of unity and clarity as the team prepares for the challenging months ahead. The memo shares internal survey results indicating a close competition with Donald Trump. Biden's support has decreased by 0.5% in key battleground states, from 43% to 42%, while Trump's support has increased by 0.2 percentage points. The campaign is preparing for an influx of polling data in the coming weeks, including an upcoming poll which is expected to show a more pronounced shift in the race. The memo stresses the importance of allowing time to gain a comprehensive understanding of the evolving dynamics of the race, rather than reacting to short-term fluctuations in polling data. It highlights the campaign's strategic priorities, emphasizing positive aspects of voter engagement and enthusiasm. The campaign is intensifying its efforts to consolidate support, focusing on maintaining momentum through consistent messaging and robust field operations. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Navigating the storm. Tractor Supply CEO faces heat over Dengue rollback, and black farmers call for change. The National Black Farmers Association has called for the resignation of Tractor Supply CEO Hal Lawton, following the company's decision to cut its diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) efforts. This move has sparked significant backlash, with various organizations joining the outcry and demanding accountability. Critics argue that eliminating these initiatives could harm Tractor Supply's long-term sustainability and social responsibility. The company faced intense scrutiny as stakeholders voiced concerns over the potential negative impacts, including alienating key customer demographics and hurting its reputation. Tractor Supply, which operates predominantly in rural regions, had previously been known for its diversity and inclusion advocacy. However, the company has now scrapped DEI positions, discontinued sponsorships of non-business events like Pride festivals, and renounced its carbon emission reduction targets. This decision followed sustained social media criticism from conservative factions opposed to such initiatives. Despite several attempts to engage with Tractor Supply's leadership, the National Black Farmers Association felt compelled to demand Lawton's resignation, signaling a stance against what they perceive as a regressive move. Some customers, like Squirrelwood Equine Sanctuary, have opted to seek alternative suppliers, citing a misalignment of values. This episode underscores the challenges faced by consumer-facing businesses in navigating polarized social landscapes, where decisions risk alienating segments of their customer base. The broader implications of such shifts emphasize the evolving dynamics of consumer activism and the intricate dance companies must perform to navigate these turbulent waters. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, Massachusetts mosquito alert. Rising threat of eastern equine encephalitis detected in Plymouth County. Eastern equine encephalitis (EEE) has been detected in mosquitoes in Massachusetts for the first time in 2024. The infected mosquitoes were found in Carver, Plymouth County on June 30th. This discovery has prompted officials to raise the risk level of EEE to moderate in the communities of Carver, Kingston, Middleborough, Plymouth, Plimpton, and Wareham. No human or animal cases of EEE have been detected so far this year. EEE is a rare but serious and potentially fatal disease that can affect people of all ages. It is generally spread to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. In 2019, there were 12 human cases of EEE in Massachusetts, with 6 deaths. In 2020, there were 5 human cases and 1 death. There were no human cases of EEE in Massachusetts in 2021, 2022, or 2023. Public Health Commissioner Dr. Robbie Goldstein emphasized the importance of taking precautions, urging residents and visitors to apply insect repellent when outside, be aware of peak mosquito hours, dusk to dawn, and wear protective clothing. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health has initiated increased mosquito surveillance and control measures to reduce the risk of EEE transmission. Residents are advised to eliminate standing water around their homes to reduce mosquito breeding habitats. Further updates and advisories will be issued by the Massachusetts Department of Public Health as the summer progresses. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. FDA approves Eli Lilly's new Alzheimer's drug Donanemab, a milestone in disease treatment. The FDA has approved a new Alzheimer's treatment, Donanemab, developed by Eli Lilly. This groundbreaking drug targets and reduces amyloid plaques in the brain, which are believed to play a key role in the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Clinical trials have shown that Donanemab can slow cognitive decline significantly compared to current treatments. The drug, marketed under the name Kisunla, aims to improve the quality of life and delay the progression of this debilitating disease. The approval of Donanemab marks a significant milestone in Alzheimer's research, potentially making it the most effective treatment available so far. As more patients begin to receive this treatment, ongoing monitoring and studies will continue to evaluate its long-term efficacy and safety. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. NASA and Boeing extend Starliner's ISS mission amid technical evaluations. Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, currently docked at the International Space Station, ISS, may exceed its initial 45-day mission limit, according to NASA. Despite encountering some issues with its reaction control system thrusters and helium leaks, the spacecraft is in good condition and capable of leaving the ISS in the event of an emergency. NASA and Boeing are now investigating the causes of these problems, and Starliner will remain in space until at least the end of summer for further testing and analysis. The extension will provide time for understanding and potential design changes for future 6-month rotation missions to the ISS starting in 2025. The spacecraft is rated to stay on orbit for up to 210 days, and NASA is currently evaluating the mission's duration before making a decision. This is Starliner's third mission and its first crewed flight, with 2 NASA astronauts on board. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Bird flu alert in Colorado. New human case linked to dairy cows spurs CDC action. Colorado has reported a new case of bird flu in a human, marking the 4th such instance in the state this year. This latest case is connected to an outbreak linked to dairy cows. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed the case and highlighted its association with the H5N1 strain of the avian flu virus. This individual, a dairy worker, was infected recently, echoing prior cases that have similarly involved individuals in close contact with affected livestock. The incidence underscores ongoing public health concerns regarding zoonotic transmissions of avian flu. The U.S. Department of Agriculture and the CDC are working closely to monitor the situation and prevent further spread. They are also emphasizing the importance of biosecurity measures among farm workers to mitigate risks. Although human cases remain rare, the spread within animal populations raises significant concerns for both animal and human health sectors. Authorities are urging vigilance and proper safety protocols to prevent further infections. This incident represents a critical reminder of the interconnectedness of human and animal health and the importance of surveillance and rapid response to emerging public health threats. The bird flu's persistence in animal populations poses a continuing challenge that requires coordinated efforts to manage potential risks to humans. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Evacuations and emergency in Oroville. The Thompson Fire escalates under California's heatwave. In Northern California, the Thompson Fire has prompted the evacuation of thousands of residents, with the city of Oroville declaring a state of emergency. The fire, which broke out on Tuesday, has already consumed over 3,000 acres and is threatening the city of Oroville, with a population of around 20,000. The fire has led to the evacuation of approximately 13,000 individuals, with many more under warning. Governor Gavin Newsom has activated the State Operations Center to coordinate emergency responses and provide aid to affected communities. Firefighters are battling the blaze amid extreme heat, with temperatures expected to soar above 110 degrees in the coming days. The heat wave has led to the cancellation of holiday festivities in various cities, including Oroville's fireworks display. The Thompson Fire is just one of many wildfires raging across California, with multiple smaller fires reported across the state. Fire officials are cautioning residents about the prohibition of fireworks in various areas, including most parts of Butte County, to prevent further escalation of fire incidents. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has approved federal assistance to aid in containing the blaze. As the situation continues to unfold, residents are advised to remain vigilant and prepared for further evacuations if necessary. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. WNBA All-Star Game highlights. Caitlin Clark teams up with Angel Reese. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are set to join forces for the WNBA All-Star Game on July 20th. Reese and Clark, both standout college basketball stars, will be playing on the same team, marking a highly anticipated collaboration. Caitlin Clark also received the most votes for the WNBA All-Star Game, highlighting her popularity and skill. This pairing has created significant buzz in the basketball community, as both players have had exceptional seasons and are considered future stars in professional women's basketball. Aliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, 2 other notable players, have also reacted positively to their All-Star Game nods. The WNBA All-Star Game will showcase some of the best talents in women's basketball, and the partnership of Reese and Clark is expected to be a major highlight. The event is seen as a glimpse into the potential future of the WNBA, with many exciting players taking the spotlight. Enthusiasts and analysts alike are eager to see how this dynamic duo will perform together on the big stage. The game's rosters have been set, and anticipation continues to build as the date approaches. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Progress and pitfalls in Israel-Hamas hostage talks. Navigating a complex deal with U.S. mediation, Israel has made significant progress in its negotiations with Hamas regarding a hostage ceasefire deal. The latest response from Hamas has been deemed constructive, paving the way for more detailed discussions. The deal, proposed by Israel and endorsed by the U.S., involves a three-phase process. The first phase includes a 6-week ceasefire, the release of some hostages, and the withdrawal of Israeli forces from densely populated areas of Gaza. The second phase involves the release of all remaining hostages and a permanent ceasefire. The third phase focuses on the reconstruction of Gaza. The U.S. has been actively involved in the negotiations, with Secretary of State Antony Blinken making several visits to the region. The Biden administration has introduced new wording to bridge existing disparities and secure a deal. The Israeli government is currently reviewing Hamas' latest response and will soon decide whether to engage in detailed discussions in Qatar or Egypt. Despite the progress made, significant obstacles remain. Hamas wants to limit negotiations to the number and identities of Palestinian prisoners to be released in exchange for Israeli captives, while Israel seeks to address Gaza's demilitarization and other matters during these talks. The Israeli government faces a decision on whether to prioritize the return of hostages or continue the fight against Hamas. A successful agreement would mark a significant achievement for President Biden, demonstrating his commitment to ending the conflict and showcasing his national security and foreign policy prowess amid domestic pressures. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, Biden's re-election quandary. Calls from Doggett and Grijalva to step aside amid age concerns. Several high-profile Democrats, including Representative Lloyd Doggett of Texas and Representative Raul Grijalva of Arizona, have publicly called for Biden to drop out of the race. They cite concerns about his age and mental fitness to serve another term, emphasizing the need for him to take responsibility for preserving the party's position. This internal turmoil has cast a shadow over Biden's campaign and could potentially jeopardize his re-election bid. The debate has created a chaotic frenzy for Biden's campaign and administration to navigate, with election forecasters already taking the results into their calculations for the November election. Polls taken since the debate have continued to show that voters are significantly more concerned about Biden's age and mental fitness than they are about Trump's. The pressure on Biden to drop out is likely to continue as the election season progresses. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, escalating crisis in Gaza. Israelis and Palestinians face intense conflict and humanitarian challenges. Amid escalating tensions and violence, Palestinians are fleeing Khan Yunis, as Israel reports that 1.9 million people are now crammed into central Gaza. The Israeli Defense Forces have intensified their operations in Khan Yunis, a city that was previously claimed to have been rid of Hamas militants. This movement comes after Israel ordered new evacuations in southern Gaza, prompting a transfer of hospital patients to safer locations. Reports indicate that at least 12 individuals were killed in an Israeli air raid on what was designated as a safe zone. The ongoing conflict has led to massive displacement, with thousands seeking refuge as the humanitarian crisis deepens. International bodies have expressed concern, emphasizing the urgent need for humanitarian corridors and ceasefires. The International Court of Justice has been urged to step in amid claims of war crimes and violations of international law. The United Nations has also called for immediate measures to protect civilians and provide essential aid. This surge in hostilities marks one of the most intense periods of violence in recent history, significantly impacting the already fragile regional stability. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024, French election showdown. Strategic withdrawals aim to block national rally surge. Hundreds of candidates have withdrawn from the French parliamentary election runoff to prevent the far-right National Rally, RN party, from gaining power. This strategic move aims to block the RN from securing an absolute majority. The initial round of voting saw significant support for the far right, sparking fears among mainstream parties. Candidates from various political affiliations, including President Emmanuel Macron's Ensemble coalition and the leftist France Unbowed, have opted to drop out. This Republican front tactic is designed to prevent the RN from winning additional seats. The withdrawals have resulted in direct runoffs between Ensemble and the RN in several constituencies, leaving voters to choose between centrist and far-right candidates. Projections suggest that the RN may fall short of an absolute majority, securing between 230 and 280 seats in the 577-seat lower house. If the RN fails to secure a majority, Macron may need to seek a prime minister from the left or other political spheres. Conversely, if the RN achieves an absolute majority, it would mark the first time a far-right party enters the French government since World War II. This is the news for today. Wednesday, July 3, 2024, MLB All-Star 2024 lineup revealed. Judge, Soto, Harper and Ohtani headline star-studded showdown. The 2024 MLB All-Star Game starters have been announced, featuring a mix of seasoned veterans and rising stars. In the American League, prominent figures include Aaron Judge and Juan Soto of the New York Yankees, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays, Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros, Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, Adley Rutschman of the Baltimore Orioles, Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, and Gunnar Henderson of the Orioles. Notably, Henderson becomes the third youngest AL shortstop to win the fan voting. In the National League, 3 Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, and Alec Boehm, will start alongside Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks, William Contreras of the Milwaukee Brewers, Christian Yelich of the Brewers, Jurickson Profar of the San Diego Padres, and Fernando Tatis Jr. of the Padres. This marks the first time since 1934 that the defending World Series champions, the Texas Rangers, will host the MLB All-Star Game at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, on Tuesday, July 16. The full roster will be announced soon, promising a showcase of baseball's finest talents. This is the news for today. Wednesday, July 3, 2024, escalation in Lebanon. Israeli airstrike kills Hezbollah commander Mohammed Nasser. Rockets respond. Israeli forces have killed a senior Hezbollah commander, Mohammed Nima Nasser, in an airstrike in southern Lebanon. This incident has heightened tensions in the region, with Hezbollah retaliating by launching a barrage of rockets towards Israeli military positions. The Israeli military stated that Nasser led a division responsible for firing rockets from southwestern Lebanon and accused him of overseeing numerous violent acts. The killing of Nasser follows weeks of rising tensions in the Middle East, particularly in relation to ongoing conflicts involving Gaza and Iran's influence in the region. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant have expressed their commitment to defending Israel's borders and citizens. The incident has drawn attention from international bodies, including the United Nations, which has called for restraint from both sides. Lebanese officials have condemned the Israeli strike, describing it as a violation of their sovereignty and an aggressive act that undermines regional stability. The ongoing conflict has seen extensive diplomatic initiatives to de-escalate tensions, with warnings from the UN and the U.S. about the potentially disastrous outcomes of a broader conflict involving Iran and its allied factions. Incidents of gunfire along the Israel-Lebanon border have occurred almost daily since the outset of hostilities between Israel and Hamas in Gaza on October 7. This is the news for today. Wednesday, July 3, 2024, starry nights over NYC. Meteor showers and planets illuminate the sky. This month, New York City's night skies will be adorned with several celestial events, providing a treat for local stargazers. The display includes multiple meteor showers and a notable star formation known as the Summer Triangle. Jackie Faraday from the American Museum of Natural History explained that viewers can spot key stars like Altair, Deneb and Vega forming the triangle. Additionally, the Scorpius constellation will be visible with its bright red star Antares. Astronomy enthusiasts can observe the Delta Aquariids meteor shower peaking in late July. This meteor shower, originating from the comet Machholz, will be visible in swaths of night sky over NYC. Meanwhile, the Perseid meteor shower, which will peak in mid-August, adds to the celestial spectacle. The Perseids are known for producing a high rate of meteors, derived from the comet Swift-Tuttle. Alongside meteor showers, viewers can enjoy a rare close-up of planets such as Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter. The Milky Way will also grace the skies, appearing luminous without the need for telescopes on particularly clear nights. New York City's residents are encouraged to look up and catch these ephemeral events, taking advantage of the less light-polluted areas of the city for the best views. This celestial month promises a memorable experience for both seasoned astronomers and casual observers. This is the news for today, Wednesday, July 3, 2024. Life-saving ant surgeons. Florida carpenter ants perform medical miracles. Ants in Florida have been observed performing life-saving surgeries on their peers, making them the only animal other than humans known to do so. Researchers found that Florida carpenter ants, Camponotus floridinus, identify limb wounds on their nestmates, then treat them with either cleaning or amputation. The ants use their mouths to clean the wounds and then amputate the infected limb by repeatedly biting it. This behavior has been observed in two types of leg wounds, lacerations on the femur thigh and those lower down on the tibia. The ants only amputate femur injuries, as the damage to blood-pumping muscles in the femur causes blood circulation to slow, allowing the ants enough time to amputate the limb. In contrast, ant tibias have relatively little muscle tissue, so infections can spread faster, making amputation too slow to be effective. The researchers found that the ant's ability to identify and treat wounds selectively is innate and not learned. The survival rates of ants treated with amputation or cleaning improved significantly, with femur injuries increasing from less than 40% to between 90 and 95%, and tibia injuries improving from 15% to 75%. This remarkable behavior is a testament to the sophisticated social structure and medical capabilities of ants.